Hey guys, this is Jonathan with Entrepreneur's Journey. Today we're going to talk about how to set up your Google Sheets for stock tracking. I first want to mention that I'm changing the format of Entrepreneur's Journey. I'm going to have some quick tutorials as well as I'm going to have a quick tutorial in the beginning. But if you want to geek out, I'm going to make the video a little longer. And then I hope you stay at the end of the video. I have a sponsor and I would like to get started. So today we're gonna do stock tracking. So what happened to me was I signed up for all these websites throughout the years and I started to track my stocks that I wanted to either plan to purchase, or I wanted to get an idea of what the numbers would be. So I really was trying to come up with a system. I used Google Finance, they shut down. I used two other sites and they shut down. So I just kind of got fed up with all these sites being shut down and all my data being lost. So I decided to come up with a formula to use Google Sheets. Google Finance has this great tool that you can use to track stocks. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a really simple tutorial on how to set your stocks and track them and keep it really simple. Again, the stock tracking, the data comes from Google Finance. Again, I wouldn't use this if you're a professional. This is just more of an amateur tool to help you just keep track of your stocks, as well as kind of get some kind of role playing where you can track future stocks that you want to purchase or been thinking about purchasing a stock. The data comes strictly from Google Finance, so it's delayed. I don't know the exact amount of time that it's delayed, but it might be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes that the stock information isn't real time. So just be aware of that when you're playing around with the tool. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a basic tutorial here, and then for those who want to jump off, I know that it might be too much in depth, but I'm going to cover just two basic things that are really cool with the sheets. So first, I want to say I created this for the tutorials. Keep it simple. Stock name, current price, shares purchased, price paid, the value of the purchase, and profit and loss. So I own Facebook, and I bought it at a different price point, but I'm just using the current numbers to utilize it. So of course the stock name is pretty straightforward. The current price, this is where it pulls all the data from Google Finance, and the code for that is going to be straight. Instead of using sum, it's going to be equals Google Finance quotes the ticker name quotes colon, and then quotes again, and the price. That's you're requesting the price information and the quotes. That's pretty much it. That's really that simple. You can utilize it for any stock ticker, either on NASDAQ or on the Dow Jones, and you can get that information. So it's really cool. Share price is what I paid for the stock, and I'm sorry, share price is the amount of shares that I purchased, the price that I paid for it, and the value of those shares that are current based on the current market, or the value of what I paid for them and so forth initially. That's the formula. You can do any formula. You can have what you paid for value, and you can also put the current market value as well based on what the shares are. So I just did what I paid for it, the value of what I paid for it. And then I made it simple. I just did a profit and loss. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to do another stock, and I'm going to change that out to, I'm going to do CCL, which is Carnival Cruise. Carnival, I think I spelled that right. And so I'm going to change the stock price to CCL. And then I'll go ahead and hit return, and it's going to load. So it's at $12.42 currently, and I bought 110 shares of it. But instead, I bought it at, I'm gonna put, I bought it at, let's just say $15, and it's going to show a negative. So that's just going to be, it's calculating it based on what I bought it for, and then it's going to multiply and subtract the value of it, what the current market value is. So what the cool thing about this is you can stop now and you can be like, I'm done listening to you, or you can continue on with this tutorial. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my videos, please do. I focus mainly on Google Sheets, any technical help, as well as I'm an entrepreneur and I buy businesses or I build businesses, and I'm creating tutorials as well as my journey on purchasing or doing business. So hopefully you enjoyed the content I provide. Subscribe, and if you like my sponsor, check them out. So with this tutorial continuing on, one thing I like to know is, like, I know that this is negative, this is positive. What if I could color code it? So there's a cool way to color code it. So we're going to go right click, and then we're going to do conditional formatting. So what this basically says that is if you do is equal to or greater is is greater than or equal to 0, then I'm gonna have it as green. All right, so that's already done. So, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Conditional form is less than or equal to 0. I'm gonna change the color. So I'm gonna change it to, let's just say, red. That's pretty harsh. Maybe a little more. There, that way it looks so much more better. So that way, I don't know if that red works, or let's try this one. Maybe that will work. So that way, it will be negative. So I don't have to do anything. We'll just do this for example's sake. So let's just say I bought 2 such of shares or purchases on another day, and that day I bought it for $8. So it automatically changes it. Well, that should have changed the conditional formatting to anytime it's positive, it's gonna be let's see what this. Oh, it should. Anyways, that's the more or less the situation with there. Maybe I can figure this out. So if you guys have any problems, I'll definitely figure that out. I apologize. Maybe it's the formatting that I did, but in my practiced one, it worked perfectly fine. So hope this tutorial helps you, and I wanted to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video all the way through. I wanted to bring out a sponsor, and this video is sponsored by your mailing list provider. Now, they've been around for 18 years. When I was did email marketing for my clients back in the day, I would send out 6 million emails a month. Okay, well, some of you guys might be upset that I was a spammer, but this was legitimate business that I was doing for my clients, that I was sending out 6 million emails for newsletters and so forth. This is a great tool to utilize. You can send up to 1,000 free emails a month, and it's easy to set up, easy to send out. If you want to send out more, they have more of a plan that allows you to send up different amounts of emails. So check them out. I've got their link in the description. Help me out by showing that you are checking out my sponsors, and leave some comments and subscribe. Thank you.